Peace, DJ, producer, Tyree Cooper, Rootz of Chicago podcast. I'm sitting here with a good friend of mine, a great DJ, but I'm going to let him introduce himself. But if I do it, it's going to be a long, drawn-out thing. So please, sir, introduce yourself.
What's up? My name is DJ Flipside, official DJ for the Chicago Bulls, U.S. Soccer, DJ on B96 for many, many years. Also producer for the group Drum Smokers, been producing music where we've been making official remixes from the label for artists such as Katy Perry, Beyonce, Britney Spears, everyone in the pop world. We love to work with, and then I also create my own music for as DJ Flipside, where it's all like house music, tech and house. Okay. And like my love has always been Chicago house. But like being on B96 and stuff like that, you know, you gotta play a little bit better.
Right, yeah, for sure. You gotta be a little bit more diverse by being a CHR station.
Yeah.
But so what brings you here to Marquee, or how many years have you been coming to Marquee?
Oh man, I can't even remember. It's gotta have been maybe 6-7 years, maybe 8. There was at one point Marquee show was in Vegas, and I flew out to Vegas and like it was a speaker.
Oh wow.
A featured speaker on the panel bit back then. But then I think KC was like, we need to have one in Chicago because Chicago is such a big market in the Midwest that there's no reason why we shouldn't have a DJ convention here. You know, so that, you know.
You've been involved since I say the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say the beginning because I don't know when they start.
Right.
So
I didn't say the beginning. I'm like, yeah.
But I've been there for a long time. You know, KC's been great, and I love that he's trying to bring the music conference to Chicago.
Yeah, I am too. Honestly, I am. And by being this my second one, this street, this avenue, has been real cool because they used to like. Okay, I'm just a little bit older than you, but they used to try to have them back in Chicago back in the day. What's called the Midwest Music Conference.
I think I know.
Some magazine try to have it back in the day, and this just no offense to them, but this just seems a little bit more organized.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit different. There's different rules that you have to follow when you're doing something in the city versus in the suburbs.
Right.
So you have a little bit more freedom to do some stuff out here, and also if you're here, you're here. If you're in the city, there's so much to do in the city that they'll come to the city and then they're like, I will stay for like a round, let's go check out the Willis Tower or Sears Tower, you know, let's go to the Beam, like, you know.
I still call it the Sears Tower.
You know, like I had a hard time saying Willis Tower.
I don't know why.
But I feel like I have to say it.
Hey, man, I have a hard time saying the Willis Tower. The tall building.
Yeah. But I mean, I like the concept that we have that opportunity. There's something for everyone here. There's people that are mobile DJs that come here that you know, look at the gear, look at the speakers, look at the lights, look at all the other things. But there's also educational things for DJs who want to learn. Hey, I'm a DJ, but I don't know where to get information because YouTube has so much different things. But now you're in a group of people that are doing the same things that we're doing, that they can give you their information. That's a great thing about it.
I think so too. That's what I appreciate about it too. So, by you being a DJ for numerous years, was it a long process for you to get to?
I mean, so
you get to a point where you think you should be at, so you can elevate.
Yeah. Obviously, I never think I'm where I should be. I always think that I should be higher, be more, because that's always mindset. It's like once you settle, then we're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
But like when I was starting, I started when I was 13 years old on vinyl, like, you know, like how like it should have been, right? So, and I'm also in the suburbs of Chicago, so it's not like I had an outlet of where am I gonna, how am I gonna get big in a non-social media time, right? So I was doing gym jams, doing high schools, and like doing like cafeteria parties, DJing these kind of things, learning the craft, listening to B96, so I can learn what's Bad Boy Bill playing, what's Bobby D playing, because that was my access to house music.
Okay.
Because like I didn't really you know, just having that influence of like even Brian Middleton playing the underground, and like
He's still one of my favorites.
Like I wouldn't have never been exposed to that had not been to the radio. That's why B96 was so important to me. That when I was growing up, I was like, I want to be on B96. That's my goal. I'm going to work so hard that I can be on B96. So one of the things I do is I set goals, then I achieve it, then I set another next goal, so I'm always moving forward. So eventually, I was a guest on B96 on the street play. Like Speed put me on. He let me I did like it was like a Euro progressive, whatever, right? But I wanted to be on. And then I'm like, dude, I started DJ, like I know it's a good tool, like let me do that. Like, yeah, sure, just not thinking that it would be anything. And then that was the mix that made I went, okay, Flipside gets down. Because then it was like Brighter Days and like that kind of the era, like doing a mix of that. And then, so Speed was like, wow, how are you doing this? Are you doing this on a DR4? I'm like, no, I'm using Sonic Foundry Acid on my computer, and I'm making edits. And they're like, you're making all these edits like we do on like DR4 and the MPCs and stuff. Like, no, I'm using my compact Rosario that I use for school. And like I'm making luckily I had great parents that like helped support me wanting to be a DJ. So
and it's funny you said the DR4 because a lot of them would never tell their trade secrets. Here's a fun fact for you. Which star system do you use?
Now or did I? Now it's Ableton all day.
Okay. Every DAW system that's out there has the DR4 technology. Did you know that?
No.
when you notice it, have you used DR4?
I saw it. Like I was using the computer already at the time.
So a DR4 allows you to take the jog wheel and you can almost hear it in your mind.
Okay.
So when you take the cursor across, the cursor across, it does the same thing.
Oh, like scrubbing. Yeah. Got you.
I'm old school. Scrubbing.
Yeah.
So we have all have that. But anyway, so being here and now that you become on B96 and now you want to expand, now you get down to the United Center. How did you, and you have to make it long story. How did you get to that place?
I'll give you the shortest version of it. Okay.
They hired me.
Well, so my boss at B96, his name's Eric Bradley. Shout out to the coach.
Shout out to Eric.
He actually used to do the music for the Rootz, right? So they brought in a new person to change the way games are being run. Her name is Michelle Gomez. And she came in and said, I want to hire DJs. Like, who do you think we should hire? She asked Eric because he's the music director, like he was already in the music scene. And he's like, oh, you gotta get first. Like, first, I was first on his mind. So because of what I've done for B96, doing Flipside at 5, doing all the things, doing the summer bashes, I've been very lucky that they've always supported me and showcasing me and highlighting me at the radio station. So that when he recommended me to Michelle, she's like, oh yeah, I know Flipside at 5, because that's the show. So we had like an interview. It was me, Metro, and Marquee, because Eric has asked me, hey, is there anyone else we should recommend? And I said, we should bring in Marquee. Like, Eric recommended me and Metro. And then I recommended Marquee to be like, because we were doing Jump Smokers stuff together too.
Oh,
like,
Metro Jump Smokers too?
No. But he's honorary. He's family. He's family, right? So, but like, I was like, you might as well bring Mark with me. We can give him more opportunities to showcase, because I always thought he was a great DJ. He had so much talent that he didn't get, hasn't gotten the exposure that he could have. I'm like, yo, we gotta get him on the rules. And so we brought him on. And then after the first year, Mark, Metro, and I were like, hey, we need another guy. There's a lot of games. So, we asked J-Funk to be part of it because I know that he murders it at venues and like corporate stuff and all that. And if you think about it, the United Center is also
100% corporate.
But it's also like a cool venue. Like if you think about it, all the stuff that you have
Yeah,
to do.
I get
So
it.
flexible.
Yeah, exactly.
But then what's great now is that now there's 4 of us. The 4 of us, we all have our own kind of style. So if you're a season ticket holder, you go to every single game, it's not going to sound like the same guy every day. And that's what's great because everyone has their showcase, their talents. They're all good at X, Y, and Z. And it makes it very special for our arena. But it also makes it good for us because we work our schedule. So like, hey, are you in town? Are you in town? Are you working? Are you doing? Okay, cool. Let's work out this month and let's see who can do what game we can do. So it allows us to do other things outside of the Bulls as well. Like Metro is traveling the world. He's on tour with Pitbull and doing stuff. He's been in like Dubai and doing all those things. Like when I first started doing the Bulls, I was doing tours with Pitbull. I was still traveling and doing all these things. And Marquee is now doing that as well too.
What's the best country you've been to?
So I mean, it depends on what we're talking about. Like when I was in China, it was insane because the people that were there, they knew all the words like the American styles, but they also sat at like tabletops, like the club. Instead of a dance floor, they had tabletops.
Not exactly.
In this one particular spot, I was like, I can't remember the name of it. Which is
I did Sensing. I
All the
did.
DJs play.
it was in Foshan. So that's like inner China. Yeah, that's like
If you would ever,
like Bruce Lee Foshan.
I've been presenting Bulls conferences for
You
people.
see, I'm geeking out right now. I would calm myself down.
If he would, I'm a local, so if he would ever
Yeah.
like to
Calm myself down.
Yeah.
talk to these kids, I would be happy to.
Yes, that's another story we'll talk about. But what was crazy about that is they all would like watch and like
It's a beautiful thing. We're different
really
things.
take it in like they're watching it. And then I'm like, God, am I killing it or what? And then when I'm done, they all like stood up and like applause and like it was like such a whole different
My first time
vibe.
in Germany was like that. It was in Munich, and I was
Yeah,
playing
that's
Full Rock Stadium was performing live, and the people was quiet the whole time.
Yeah.
They just standing there.
Yeah.
The entire time, like.
What's the name of the school?
Am I doing it? Am I killing it?
I didn't know. I'm like, do they understand?
They're gonna do.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, because it doesn't make sense when I look back in retrospect. They have to understand I'm over there.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's the energy. It's the music that you're playing. Because think about it. How many Spanish songs do we listen to that are like super dope? We don't know a single word that they're saying. Like I don't know what they're saying, but I just love the vibe, and that's what that is over there. So
I'd imagine that because the moment we finish, there's a word in Germany, Zugabe, encore, 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 encore. I'm like, what in the world is this? So my last question, are you going to attend the DJ battle or are you?
I'm judging the DJ battle. I'm a judge, so
I started to get in, but I didn't want to embarrass the young guys. I didn't want to embarrass the young guys. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you win, you take it.
I know I would. I mean, no, literally, I take it. I wouldn't win. I just take it. I just get up, give me this.
Yeah, dude, that's great. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think what's cool about this particular battle, obviously, there's five DJs. One from Milwaukee. There's 6 DJs now. One is from Milwaukee. The rest are from in the Chicagoland area.
I only seen 5 on the poster. What was it? Oh, I'm missing one. I got some 5.
Okay, so I know there was one that we couldn't get a hold of, and then like we had like there was like you had to sign up for it, and like one person we were waiting on them, and then we didn't hear from them until like after like the deadline. So I don't know if they're still part of it. Whatever. There's DJs that are both turntablist style and also mixing style. So we're judging on technical ability, but also the ability to win over the crowd, the ability to have stage presence, and like your song selection too. So just if you're super like you can be killing it and like super technical, but nobody's feeling what you're doing, then you're not going to necessarily win. That where somebody has the song selection, the charisma, like the reading of what's happening, and like and the creativity. So there's a little bit of both. So it's not necessarily like DMC kind of battle. It's kind of, you know what I
like
mean?
a real DJ battle.
This is like
a different kind of DJ battle.
Yeah.
Because the origins of the DJ battle is actually two sound systems battling each other.
correct. Yes, I remember that. But this is like a skill set, like DJ skill set kind of
But
thing.
we're going to end it here.
Yes, thank you so much for
Thank
having
you,
me.
bro. Thank
I've
you.
got so much respect for
And
you.
I want to say, I was about to speak German too. I don't know.
Yeah.